Hello, and welcome to James Leslie's Express Lane, where we get you out as fast as possible. And yes, I really am that childish. Anyways, Power Rankings! After another great week of football, especially since, yeah, DC Defenders won, finally. There's some shakeup, but not as much as some people might think. For me, obviously number one, Houston Roughnecks. They were down 14 nothing, and then it's like, alright, I guess the game started now. We'll go out there and play. God, fucking PJ Walker. All because he sat on the bench behind Andrew Luck. Luck calls his dad. It's like, hey, Dad, since you're kind of running shit at XFL, give this kid a try. He's a good kid. He's got over 1,300 yards and 14 or 15 touchdowns already. Definitely going for MVP. Goddamn. Unlike everyone else in the XFL, the Houston Roughnecks went on the road. Everyone else is like, at home, yay, away, boo. So it's like, oh, this team lost, that team lost. Like, well, were they home or away? They're away. Well, every team's lost away, except for the Roughnecks. Speaking of losing while away, number two, St. Louis Battlehawks. I mean, they were away. DC Defenders are undefeated at home. I thought about moving down to number. It's like, nah, too early for that. With the way they were blown out away at LA and away at Vipers, no, we don't move to DC Defenders to two. So at number two, St. Louis Battlehawks. Their quarterback, how's his name? Like Tamu, whatever. He had an okay day, but okay just was not enough. Like, goddamn. And they were blanked in the red zone, like 0-4 and 5. Like, it was just not good for them in the red zone. But again, it was an away game. Teams just cannot win when they're on the road. It's amazing how badly they do when they're on the road. I'm trying to say poorly and badly at the same time. It came out as badly. I know. Shut up. But man, next week I'm pretty sure they're home. Ugh. Can you imagine? Except for the Roughnecks go 8-2, 9-1. Then everyone else is 5-5. It's like, yeah, we are. Well, no. Because everyone has to play the Defenders once. And the Defenders go 9-1, 8-2. I guess there will be a couple teams that are 4-6 because the Roughnecks beat them at home and away. But, So, like, the East could very well come down to, alright, DC Defenders, you're playing the Roughnecks. Okay, St. Louis Battlehawks, you're playing the Roughnecks. If you win against the Roughnecks, you win the East. Even though the Roughnecks are West team. Because you won and the other team lost when playing against the Roughnecks, you get the East. Speaking of the East, this is a coin toss because they're not that good, but DC Defenders are almost as bad when they're on the road. It's great. I'm a DC Defenders fan. I'm going to be biased. DC Defenders, after benching Cardell Jones in favor of Tyreek Jackson, who threw, did he even break 50 yards? I mean, between in the air and on the ground, yeah, he broke 50 yards, but in the air, did he even break 50 yards? But they didn't ask for him to go out in the air. They just kept giving it to Presley for well over 100 yards. And the defense stepped up. Like I said, the St. Louis Battlehawks were like 0-4, 0-5 in the red zone. Like, holy hell. And of course, next week, they got the Dallas Renegades at home. So that should be a win because the Renegades will be on the road and people just cannot win road games. It's insane how that happens. Does Cardell Jones come back after being benched? But then again, it's not like Tyreek Jackson went out there and threw 250 yards, 5 touchdowns. He threw not even 50 yards. He did have a touchdown, though, which is better than what Cardell Jones was doing. Like, if you're the coach or the owner, whoever's in charge of making those choices, because some teams, obviously, the coach is in charge. Other teams, it's up to the general manager or the owner. Man, Cordell Jones has the better arm, but maybe Tyreek Jackson does. We did not see him throw the ball, so we don't know yet. Number 4, last of the 3 and 2s, New York Guardians. Aren't they on their third quarterback? No. I think they're still on the starter. One of the teams on their third quarterback, or like that's pretty bad. But New York Guardians go out. They win against Dallas. Dallas was, let's see, the favorites in the East was the Vipers, and in the West was the Renegades. Were the favorites according to Las Vegas. How they chose that, I don't know, because obviously they've never been in season before. So they choose that, I don't know. But their quarterback, Perez. Perez the guarding quarterback, but yeah, he had over 200 yards. And one was like an 80-yard, although, yeah, one was like 80, 90 yards. So that kind of skews the numbers there, but hey, touchdown was a touchdown. And of course, the defense stepped up with an INT return for a touchdown. And didn't they have a kickoff? I think that was the game they also had a kickoff. Scoring on offense, scoring on defense, scoring on special teams. When you score every way you can, that's how you win. But they got Houston Roughnecks next week, so sorry, New York Guardians. I don't see you guys getting. No, that L is gonna hit you hard. Next, number 5. We got a couple of 2 and 3 teams here. Flip a coin. We'll say. Since they won, Wildcats. 41-34 against Tampa Bay. Josh Johnson has been a decent quarterback. Did he used to play for 49ers? I think he used to play for the 49ers or the Buccaneers maybe, but he has 11 touchdowns, 2 interceptions in the past 2 games. That makes him a very dangerous quarterback. Hell, we all saw what he did against the DC Defenders, right? Tore us apart. But they're in the West, where they got to face the Houston Roughnecks. They're not going to beat them. So finishing second is possible if the next team, Dallas Renegades, don't step up. Landry Jones, is he still out? I think he might still be out. So they had another guy out there. Dallas had... Well, then again, I think they were down a lot, so they couldn't carry the ball. Like what is it, like St. Louis Battlehawks rush 59% of the time, and then Dallas Renegades, even if they wanted to rush, they couldn't. They were down. They had to throw the ball. Without Landry Jones out there, they can't throw the ball. And Landry Jones is going to be hurt, as far as what I heard, he's going to be hurt again next week against DC. So they're going to have their backup quarterback against DC at DC Defenders Stadium of Audi Field. But any given Sunday or Saturday, depending on when your game's played. But then it's a home game for the DC Defenders. So they should win. DC Defenders, like a lot of these teams, I definitely see going 5-5. Possibly 6-4 if they get a road win, but again, just no one seems to want to win away. At home? Sure, I'll win. Away? Nah, I don't feel like winning. Number 7, gotta say it. Sorry, Vipers, but Seattle Dragons get this spot. They tried to pound the ball on the ground. Did they break on? They either didn't break on, or they just barely broke it. They had 2 leads in the game, lost them both. But again, it was another reason why I put them at 7 instead of 8, because against the Roughnecks. No one's beaten the Roughnecks yet. PJ Walker, MVP. So, yeah. But they got that turnover mask, which, nice thing. Like, DC Defenders have that cup snake. Hilarious. I love it. See the CEO out. The CEO of XFL was at the game, on the ground, in the stands, handing out cups. You'll never see Roger Goodell do that. For the few rare occasions when Roger Goodell shows up to a game, he's up in the owner's box. Just happens to be on the owner's box of the team that's winning. Just saying. But the XFL CEO, he's in the stands. He's handing out cups to add to the snake. You just don't get that in the NFL. Love it. Sorry, I got distracted because talking about this mask that they wear when they get an interception on the Dragons let me the snake thing. But anyways. And it's not like, oh, well, we got our bye week. We got a chance to rest. Like, no. You get beat bad. Guess what? You're right back next week. There are no breaks. Is it over in the West? No. Dallas Renegades don't seem to want to win. So Seattle Dragons can still take that number 2 spot. Just saying. Then finally, number 8 tier for the Vipers. They were up 14-0, 17-0. I think, pretty sure 17-0 against the LA Wildcats. And then they blew it. The quarterback, Taylor Cornelius, was 300 plus, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And he has some good wide receivers, but defense obviously can't do anything. And when it mattered, interception. But then again, if Tampa Bay was able to put up, 34 points, 31 points, whatever it was, if they were able to put up those kind of points every game, they wouldn't be 1-4. Instead, they lose. God, I love XFL. And again, yes, I am very childish. Just saying. And got our tickets. We got the car that we're going to take because my car doesn't have cruise control. One friend has a truck that's like 15 miles a gallon. We're not taking that to DC. The other one's like, my car should make it, but should and does 2 different things. Like, I don't want our weekend to be ruined because I blew a fuel pump or a caliper seized. So, got his mom's car. Has intuitive cruise control where it's like, all right, you set it to 80 because you're on the turnpike. Oh, this guy's going 72. It will slow itself down for you. Like, you don't need to slow down. It will slow down for you. Just saying. Who are you guys rooting for? Who do you want to see in the championship? I want to see DC Defenders versus Roughnecks. Actually, I don't want to see the Roughnecks. I want to see the Vipers East. I want to see the Seattle Dragons because they're not as good as the Roughnecks. But, obviously, that's not going to happen. It's going to be Roughnecks. So we have Roughnecks and hopefully DC Defenders. But the St. Louis Battlehawks are still a good team. They were just on the road. Poor St. Louis. They're opening up a upper deck box thing. Because like right now, like all the stadiums, like it's all lower seating. But St. Louis Battlehawks are so popular in St. Louis. It's like, all right, I guess we'll open up one of the upper deck things. Here's the thing. It was like $24 plus Ticketmaster and tax fee, so it was like $28 in total. But it was $24 for row 17 end zone for the DC game I'm going to. What are nosebleed seats going to be? $5 a piece? $10? But you get more people there. They buy more beer. They buy more snacks. They buy more shirts. They buy more hats. They buy more cups. I want the XFL to do well. And TV ratings, not one game's been under 1 million viewers. Not one game's been under 1 million viewers so far. So it looks like it's working. Keep it up, guys. We need football in the offseason. Do it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're entertained. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.